Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back. We have breaking news for Halloween Horror Nights 2025. We have our first announcement for the lineup for the event this year, and that's Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to Halloween Horror Nights 2025. So lots to dissect with that, a lot of information that hasn't necessarily been released by Universal, but there's a lot of stuff out there that can hint as to what we can expect to see with Five Nights at Freddy's at Halloween Horror Nights this year. So yes, Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to Halloween Horror Nights in both Hollywood and Orlando. This was our first announcement. This was announced yesterday evening on a Sunday that it would be coming to both the Hollywood and the Orlando events. The only thing with this announcement, this was more so in line of like a teaser where they kind of mentioned it, that Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to the event, but they didn't necessarily let out any details. We didn't get like an official like maze promo art or anything like that. It was just a pretty straightforward teaser, just letting people know that Five Nights at Freddy's would be coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year. So even what they said with the announcement left a lot of people kind of confused as to if this would be a maze and what capacity this is coming to Halloween Horror Nights. So what Universal said alongside with this teaser that they released was that Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to Halloween Horror Nights in both Hollywood and Orlando in an all-new way. More details to come. They didn't really let out any information really. And so that whole teaser of like in an all-new way is leaving people a little bit confused as to whether this would be a maze, a scare zone, a show. As far as what this could be, there is still a strong possibility that this could still be a maze. You know, it was listed on the speculation map as the maze that was supposed to be going over in Soundstage 15. So I personally do believe that this is still going to be a maze. I just think that the wording on the teaser was a little bit misleading. You know, Five Nights at Freddy's technically has featured at Halloween Horror Nights before in the past. It was a part of that Blumhouse show. There was a photo op last year as well too. So by the description, what they meant by an all-new way could really just mean that as a maze essentially, since we have again seen this before at HHN, we haven't necessarily seen it as a maze. So that is what they could mean by that. I personally think that this will be the case. I do think that this will be a maze. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be a maze. So that's just what I... There is also a hint that this could be something else. So a month or so ago on Twitter, John Murdy put up a tweet saying that he was working on something new. Not a house, not a show, not a terror tram, not the scare zone, not a food or a bar overlay, but something new. Somebody asked him if this is going to be something for this year, and he said yes. Now, could this be connected to this, to Five Nights at Freddy's? It very well so could be. As to what this could be, I really don't have any idea. If it is a maze, the only thing that comes to mind would be maybe the use of animatronics, bigger animatronics. We have been using animatronics a lot more at Halloween Horror Nights in the past. We used them for Chucky, we used them for A Quiet Place, but for something like this, it would require bigger animatronics, a little bit more fluid animatronics, so maybe that is what he could be referring to. As far as like this maze goes, we haven't necessarily seen a maze that's full-fledged animatronics like this would require, so this very much so could be the case for this. So the announcement actually coincided with the CCXP panel that's taking place in Mexico. Blumhouse was in attendance for that, and they were talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the upcoming sequel to their FNAF film that they made a few years back. They did confirm that the film would be released on December 5th. They even released a poster for it, which stuff that we talked about previously, that it makes sense for this property to be at Halloween Horror Nights just because they can promote the upcoming film. It's being produced by Blumhouse and Universal, so it's a nice little tie-in there. It is pretty exciting news overall. It is pretty cool to have an announcement already. We all did expect this to come to the event, so it is pretty cool to just have it confirmed now, kind of get it out of the way. Again, as to what this will end up being, a maze, a scare zone, whatever it ends up being, whatever John Murdy was teasing about, only time will tell. When we do have more information, we'll definitely be sure to update you guys, make another video talking about everything we know on Five Nights at Freddy's. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. Be on the lookout for more construction updates. We have another one on the way as well today. A lot of cool updates going on in the park, a lot of detailing work being done to some of the facades now in the park, so that's going to be a pretty cool video to check out, guys. So be sure to hit the notification bell to be alerted when that video does drop. And yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.